Oh gosh. So the awards went well. Did you go to the after parties? Any after parties? You did.
I did.
Justin,
I went to Jay's thing.
and Puffs?
Yeah.
Were you there for the scuffle? There was a scuffle.
I was not.
Oh, boo.
I was not. I did a private thing for just the band, dancers, and crew, and everybody that was part of what we did. I did a thing in Brooklyn, and then, 2 or 3 margaritas. Let's go to the Jay party.
Turn up with hoes.
Let's turn up.
So,
so you got there late. You missed there was a little scuffle. You
I
missed
heard
it.
that there was a scuffle. But,
yeah, but you were.
But I also heard that it wasn't really as much drama as everybody was making it out to be.
It felt like testosterone and maybe 1 or 2 extra drinks type of thing.
That happens.
Yeah, it does.
That happens.
What are you going to do?
Justin,
today I showed Enough. Because he had never seen history.
Oh, I've never seen your History of the World.
Hip-hop.
Hip-hop.
Of the world.
History of the World is more appropriate.
My bad.
You should do that next.
My bad.
History
I'm a Mel Brooks fan, so it just sorry.
Yeah.
My son watches them religiously in the house. My son, who's 10, actually knows some older hip-hop songs now.
Because of that.
Because of History of Hip-Hop. His mother works at Hot 97, and because of you and Jimmy Fallon, he now knows certain hip-hop songs.
And you do them very well.
Thanks, man.
Pretty great.
Yeah, we've done 4 of them now.
Yes.
We've done 4.
We've done 4 of them now.
Will there be a 5?
If we can come up with enough songs to like...
We can help.
The first 4 were like really good. The first one we did, we were like, oh man, we can't top that. And then...
You did.
It's nice having Amir there, who's an encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Amir just comes like, oh, but you didn't do this and this and this and this, and the next thing you know, you have like a 5-minute medley of all these hip hop songs.
They're so great. Are you that much of a hip hop fan? Like, did you really know all those songs?
Of course.
I'm so impressed.
Yeah,
and the words, you knew all the words?
When I was, I think I was either 11 or 12. When I was 10, Low End Theory came out. And then obviously Midnight Marauder. I got Midnight Marauder when I was like 12, and then I went back and got the Low End Theory. So Tribe was my first real
good one.
Proper introduction. And then at that time too, it was like then I started listening to De La, but then there was like, Digital Underground and Far Side and stuff like that.
Love that Far Side album.
There was that Far Side, Bizarre Ride 2.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Is phenomenal.
A great album.
And those were the types of, you grown up in Tennessee too, like, but also, trap is so funny to me because like it is literally 3 6 Mafia from 1991.
Yes.
Everything does like come back in a a different form.
It's dope, right?
I.e., twerking at the VMAs.
You want to go back to that topic?
No.
Okay.
I was just trying to say that
I see where you were going. I see where you were going. I hope there will be a 5. I think you should always do them.
Yeah, that was how that happened. Was we started. Jimmy loves to do impressions, and he does great impressions. And then he started impersonating. We started impersonating different rappers to each other one night, and then we were like, man, we should make a comedy sketch out of this.
Brilliant.
And then it turned into
my favorite is the Slick Rick.
I guess
my favorite is Slick Rick.
This one. And then Hypnotize, you guys be like,
so good, so good. And you know all the words, which is super impressive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna invite you to a karaoke party.
I'm there.
You're probably like the karaoke king.
Must be fun. It must be fun doing karaoke.
You're Justin Timberlake, man. Of course you are.
I
you can get it in.
Get a couple drinks in me. I will karaoke hard. I go hard in the paint at karaoke.
Is this Nas? Speaking of hip hop artists, there's a Nas, Justin, Jay, Timberland song. No.
Yes. Is that Tim's album?
Sinatra at the Sands.
Sinatra at the Sands.
At the Sands.
There's a
not yet released.
Yeah, it's funny, how all this music came about was we were just in the studio at Jungle City.
Yeah.
And all of this music came out of that. And
that one just sounds like
it's a great period, man.
Here's originally I think it was something that Tim and I Tim obviously did the beat, and then I wrote a hook on it where sort of sang in the style of Frank Sinatra, and I think I didn't know that Jay was was going to be on it. I haven't heard it done. I've only heard what Tim and I did.
Oh,
together.
so you haven't even heard it?
Haven't heard any verses or anything.
I'm excited about this song. I don't know why it feels.
Yeah, it's
Sinatra in the Sands, Justin Timberlake, Nas, and Jay-Z.
It's
produced by
got this
Timberlake.
like it's weird. It's a mid. You know what I mean? Like it's not like it gives you that feeling though of like this easygoing. I don't know. I don't want to say too much about it
because you haven't heard it.
Because I haven't heard the end of it, and Tim has been known to like in post go back and I flipped the beat.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
You did what? I flipped the beat.
And are you totally cool with that when he does that? Like you trust Tim 100%, or
we trust each other 100,000%.
I love it.
Yeah, like he never questions me about lyrics or melodies and you know, and also too we really blur lines between the two of us on what we actually do in the studio.
Right.
It's nothing for me to, sit down and play something. He goes, oh, play that again. And then he'll loop it and, put drums around it. And then sometimes he, on My Love, he gave me the hop for I see us holding hands, walking on the beach. That was like, we were sitting there just like mumbling stuff back and forth, and he was kind of sitting there going,
and then you placed the words in?
I was like, that's it. And then I started putting a melody to it, and then it's so we kind of
amazing,
there's
right?
no real rules to kind of like how a song gets done with us.
That's good.
And now you have the part 2, 2020. You have a Jay song and a Drake song you added.
That is true.
To them.
That is true. These were songs that so all of these songs were recorded together a year ago.
Right.
So the song that Jay's on the second half, it was a song I had done, and I was like, put an extra 16 bars on there because I know Hove would like. I just heard him on it, so I did a whole presentation.
How does that go? Give that to me.
And I was like, I don't even remember what I said, but
come on, I want to know how.
But he was like, nah, yeah, I got it.
That's good. That's pretty good. That's not bad.
And so that was the first song that we did, and then Suit and Tie came out of that, and then Heaven and Holy Grail and BBC and all that stuff happened around like within a 3-week period or something.
Wow.
So we get more music. How exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. And then the Drake thing was a song that was sitting around, and I just heard him on it. And Drake and I have been, trying to get at each other about doing a record that's, and I think we'll probably end up doing more as time goes by as well.
Dope.
Because he's he's got sings, raps, whatever.
Yeah.
So
might as well.
Yeah.
He's talented.
And he killed it. He killed it. Yeah.
I could talk to you all day.
I could talk to you all day.
Could you really?
Yeah.
You wanna?
Sure.
Or you have stuff to do? You probably have things you gotta do today, right?
I'll stay here.
Your people are shoving you out.
Oh, okay.
So unfortunately for you, you have to leave because I know you want to stay and talk to me all day. But I'd love to do this again. What's the next phase before you go? Like what? I know we have this part 2, but then you're not gonna like disappear for a while. And I mean, what's the next 5 years of Justin Timberlake? Quickly.
That's a good question.
Wow, 5 years.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna slip away and do movies for a couple of years. I'm gonna stay here in this music place. What are we doing?
Well, listen. If I had a perfect scenario, to do both has always been a dream of mine. I don't know that I would take as big a break this time because I have. It really comes down to like, do you have something to say?
Right.
With music, do you have something to say? And if you don't, wait until you have something to say. That's the way I've always treated it. And so I don't know. I have a lot of ideas about even beyond this cycle of this double album of where a sound could go from the songs that we've just done. And funny enough, had conversations with Tim and Pharrell about it because I played Pharrell a lot of this stuff before Tim and I were finished with it as well. So I don't want to, maybe I'm manifesting it right now. No, I don't want to project too much, but I think there could be something.
You're in a musical space. You're
in a
place.
musical space.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, good. Well, I hope you stay here.
For sure. Thank you. Absolutely.
And don't be a stranger. And if after you finish going do what you want to do, if you want to come back later,
okay,
that's okay too.
Just walk around with the disguise on,
and then I'll come find you.
Okay,
bring you back upstairs.
Perfect.
What's up with Justin Timberlake today?
Thank you.
We got. Actually, I gotta go too. We'll go. We'll leave together.
Let's see. We're leaving.
Okay, bye guys. Side 97.
All right.
I'm a Mel Brooks fan, so just sorry.
Yeah.
My son watches them religiously in the house. My son, who's 10, actually knows some older hip hop songs now
because of that.
Because of history of hip hop.
That's
his mother works at Hot 97, and because of you and Jimmy Fallon, he now knows certain hip hop songs.
And you do them very well.
Thanks, man.
Pretty great.
What we did, I did a thing in Brooklyn, and then 2 or 3 margaritas. Let's go to the J party.
Turn up with hoes.
Let's turn up.
So, so you got there late. You missed. There was a little scuffle.
I heard that there was a scuffle. But,
but you were.
But I also heard that it wasn't really as much drama as everybody. We've done 4 of them now.
Yes. We've done 4.
We've done 4 of them now.
Will there be a 5?
If we can come up with enough songs to like,
we can help.
The first 4 were like really good. The first one we did, we were like, oh man, we can't top that. And then
you did.
It's nice having Amir there, who's an encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Amir just comes like,
oh gosh. So the awards went well. Did you go to the after parties? Any after parties? You did.
I did.
Justin,
I went to Jay's thing.
And Puffs?
Yeah.
Were you there for the scuffle? There was a scuffle.
I was not.
Oh, boo.
I was not. I did a private thing for just the band, dancers, and crew, and everybody that was part of making it out.
It felt like testosterone and maybe 1 or 2 extra drinks type of thing.
That happens.
Yeah, it does.
That happens.
What are you gonna do? Justin, today I showed enough. Because he had never seen history.
Oh, I've never seen your History of the World.
Hip hop.
Hip hop
of the world.
History of the world is more appropriate.
My bad.
You should do that next.
My bad.
History